Hello, and thank you for tuning in to KB School of Design and Crafts Photoshop Quick Tips. Today we're going to learn about Content Aware. We're going to learn about what tools you can use with Content Aware and what it actually does and creates in your actual images and designs. So the first thing we're going to look at is we're going to look at this photo that I placed inside of this document, right? We noticed that it doesn't have the entire document filled with the photo. We have some at the bottom a white space. So like, okay, if we were to drag this and create it and make it fill the entire document, it starts to stretch it, and we don't want that. We want it to be in this original form so that you don't have to worry about any of that deformity or stretchiness looking on your photo, because we can, as designers, can actually tell and see when you've done it and it doesn't look well. So I'm going to show you a way where you can expand most of your photos, not all. So we don't want to pretend as if you can do it with all of your photos the way I'm going to do it, because sometimes it can, mess up the actual pixels of what you're actually duplicating. Because what Content Aware does, it actually duplicates an area in your actual document to place there. So I'm going to show you. So I'm going to use our marquee tool, which is on the left side of the toolbar. It's right underneath your move tool. I'm going to start on the right side of the document, and you want to make sure that it's overlapping just a little bit over your document so that it doesn't look like you just placed it there and you see a line. So we're going to place it just so. I'm going to click and drag, and usually what I do is I do a little bit at a time just to be safe, but I'm going to go ahead and do the full thing. Now once we have that area selected and it's overlapping the document just a tad bit, the keys that we want to use is our shift button and our backspace or delete button. If you have a Mac, it's going to say delete. If you have a PC, it should say backspace. So we're going to hold down the shift button and then tap our backspace or delete button. Once we do that, we're going to see a box that pops up that says fill. The first part of this, you should see it says contents with a drop down. It says Content Aware. If you do not see Content Aware when this box opens, what you have to do is click on the actual drop down and just click on Content Aware. Everything else in this section, options and blending, you don't have to touch. Everything as is, and click OK. Now it's going to load. Give it some time to kind of copy an area that's similar in the document. Perfect. So now once we've seen that it duplicated it, we're going to hit Control or Command D as in dog to deselect it. So now it has duplicated the grass to stretch out the grass some more, and of course we can see it has some imperfections in there, which is totally fine, because most of the time when we're doing stuff like this, something quick, this is a quick tip, like if you want to expand the photo and you know that you're going to have a whole bunch of stuff in the grass anyway to cover it, totally fine if it's like this, because you're covering it anyway. But this is just to give you more room to design in, and especially if you love how the top part of the photo is. If it bothers you, you can use the healing tool, the spot healing tool, which is also on the left side of the toolbar, and you can just draw on top of that a little bit and it will fix it as best it can. Perfect. So you can't really see it as bad, so now it's looking a lot better as if it's blended, right? So now that we have the entire document filled, the next tool that we want to use is the lasso tool. So say for instance we want some extra clouds or some extra details in the cloud area in the sky. We can use our lasso tool to create that. So we can just create a circle, just draw, and hold the shift and backspace or delete button. Click OK for the Content Aware. And it's loading. Boom. As you can see, it added some more clouds there. We're going to do it again. Same thing. And it shall add some more clouds there as well. See what we can do here. That one. So depending on the area, it may not create something there, but it's totally fine. Let's see what that does for us. Perfect. So it just gives us a couple more clouds to work with, and we're going to one more. It just gives it a little bit more cloudy detail there, which is totally fine. So it depends on the area and what's close enough to it for it to take. So I'm gonna go like this and see what happens. Not too much. All right, so another cool thing that we can do with our lasso tool slash content aware is we can select an area that we want to take out. So say for instance, I don't want this tree here. It's just a tree there. I need just the grass and the clouds and the sky. So I'm going to trace around this. Trace around it. I'm going to move it up just a tad bit. And I am going to do the shift backspace delete button, content aware. Boom. And it erased the entire tree. Now we can always fix this again, like I was telling you before, with the actual healing brush to make it look more realistic. Okay, boom. And now the tree is gone. We no longer have that tree there. We've added a little bit of extra cloud to make it look, a little more realistic. We've taken, added some more grass just to give it some more length to the photo to design more in. This tool is really great to use when you are doing, really quick designs, or not necessarily even quick designs, but if there's something that that this photo is easy to remove, boom, instead of you having to try to, put something in front of it to hide it, you can simply use the lasso tool or the marquee tool to erase it by holding the shift button and the backspace once you've selected the area. Great, that's all I have for you today, and I hope this video was very informative for you. I hope that this is something you can add to your designing skills in Photoshop and that it will help you create amazing designs. Thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you again soon.